Tonight on WFA Reborn, it's a night of WWE ID superstars as we see the debut of Swipe Right's Ricky Smokes. And in our main event, it's the dime piece Aaron Rourke one-on-one with Bryce Donovan in an official WWE ID matchup. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get to it. Yes, it's time again for WFA Reborn, and a great episode, as always, ladies and gentlemen. You can't deny it, and we're kicking things off with the Smoke Show. First time we're seeing here in WFA, but no stranger. Indeed, the Smoke Show, that's his nickname, not my opinion, but just 25 years old. He is the tag team partner of Brad Baylor from Swipe Right. Maybe we'll see Baylor out here in a minute. You never know with these two. Maybe Baylor is busy trying to grab some young woman's social handles. But these guys, man, they've competed on NXT recently. Arguably the most prominent stars of WWE Evolve, Ricky Smokes has his whole career ahead of him, but already making waves and a heck of an in-ring talent. Very excited to see him here joining Baylor in the WFA. Great young talent. And it's going to be interesting to see how he fares against the rest of the WFA roster. Folks, next week we got a big one for you. 6-man tag team action. Brandon Locke chooses a couple of partners to take on the likes of the WFA owner Scott Reed and our tag team champions Brick City. We've been looking forward to Brandon Locke and Scott Reed getting their hands on each other for quite some time. Well, it happens next week, so you make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of it. Man, I love this guy's energy. Super fan John Austin. We've seen him up against Gull, who's challenging for the heavyweight championship right away. Now he's being tested by another WWE ID talent, but don't underestimate him. His passion for pro wrestling has gotten him this far, and the sky is the limit if he continues to push himself. He's been perfecting his skills over at the Elite Pro Wrestling Training Center here in Concord, being trained by the very best. Now it's time to step up to the big leagues and test and grow that knowledge.
You got the same shot as a fan in this crowd right now. See how we go.
And bell has rung, and when that bell rings, time to be a fan is over, and it becomes very real. Gotta go behind here, waistlock applied, but Ricky Smokes, no respect whatsoever to the super fan. This man's ego has only gotten bigger since signing with WWE, being a major star on the show. Now driving Superfan into the corner, and I talked about the disrespect. Man, he is just rubbing it in the face of John Austin here. But John Austin having an answer for it there, making Ricky Smokes eat the buckle. And now a second time. Maybe a little extra for dessert. There we are. A third taste of that turnbuckle. And John Austin quickly taking advantage of Ricky Smokes' ego. Maybe watching WWE Evolve, knowing exactly what to expect with this man, but the size difference is gonna be a factor, as we just saw a big shoulder tackle there from Ricky Smokes. Back in charge in a heartbeat. John Austin, though, not letting up, dropping down. Leapfrog now looking for a hip toss. Not gonna get it, though. Smoke show, one of his own. No, great, beautiful counter of an arm drag there from John Austin, and a drop kick. John Austin is taking apart the Smoke show here. Clothesline in the corner now. What's the man looking for? Coming out with a bulldog. No, Ricky Smokes hanging on. Coming in, Ricky Smokes. No, John Austin, ladies and gentlemen, going for a ride. Uh-oh. Got him up. No! John Austin again having an answer for Ricky Smokes. What is going on here? Ricky Smokes perhaps taking the superfan a little bit too lightly in this thing. Missing a couple of shots there. John Austin off the ropes. Beautiful springboard crossbody too, and no. Ricky pressing John Austin off of him. The superfan looking phenomenal tonight in this thing after an upsetting showing against Gall. You hear the crowd solidly behind him, man. This guy has started a house of fire, eating Ricky Smokes alive, coming off the ropes now. What is this? Oh, Ricky rolled out of the way. Superfan seen it coming, though, but perhaps tweaked his ankle on that landing. Ricky Smokes, oh my goodness. Breaking the superfan in half. And now looking to finish this thing off quickly. He has been embarrassed here. And driving John Austin down. That has got to be it. 2. No. Superfan staying alive in this thing, but for how much longer now that Ricky Smokes is in charge? And Ricky letting the crowd get to him a little bit. Instead, he's going to show the fans why maybe John Austin should have stayed on the other side of that guardrail. Driving that knee into the chest and throat area of the superfan. Cover and no. John Austin still staying alive in this thing, saying, gonna take a lot more than that to defeat me. And now Ricky with that aggressive hold. John Austin's got to look for a way to escape here. He's already in trouble, perhaps tweaked his ankle, now taking a beating from Ricky Smokes, and now getting the oxygen sucked out of him. John Austin there fighting to a knee. That's what it's going to take, ladies and gentlemen. An elbow looking to escape. Looking to catch Ricky Smokes off guard, to loosen that grip. And he did, but only to drive an elbow into the back of his neck. My goodness, the viciousness of Ricky Smokes. But John Austin bringing the fight tonight. A very valiant effort here as he's against the ropes. Catches Ricky with an elbow now, and Ricky's got to step his game up, man. Welcome to the WFA, where the competition is tough. And oh, look at that beautiful spear from the apron back into the ring. Cover and superfan again with the shoulder up. Ricky cannot believe it, and to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe that superfan John Austin is putting up such a fight against this WWE ID talent. Man, Ricky's mean streak, no doubt about it, but he's got to keep that punishment on John Austin. He's taken him way too lightly in this match, and it has cost him time and time again, getting embarrassed a little bit by this young sensation here in the WFA. And now, stomping the life out of the superfan in the corner. Folks, tonight your main event, WWE ID matchup, an official WWE ID matchup as Aaron Rourke and Bryce Donovan go head-to-head. But Ricky Smokes looking to finish off John Austin, but the superfan says no. Ducking and dodging this man at any and all costs here. Trying to gain some momentum to get back into what got him in the lead in the first place here. Now just leveling Ricky Smokes here with some shots, but Ricky having none of it. Firing back with some of his own, with a little more authority behind him. Ricky Smokes looking to finish the deal, but John Austin, the speed, catching Ricky off guard there. Maybe alert that one from a fellow WFA superstar, driving Ricky down there. What was that one? John Austin, super impressive here, trying to make his mark in the WFA. What a fantastic showing, and now superfan looking to hit the promised land, looking to take a big risk, and I hope it pays off for him. He has been working so hard at that training center, but Ricky chopping him right in the side of the face. And now the high risk may not pay off for John Austin. He is in for a world of hurt here. Ricky has him measured. Top rope, perhaps looking for a superplex. And things will not end well here for him if that is the case. John Austin, though, looking to be fighting back. Headbutt, and Ricky has fallen. John Austin has the man right where he needs him, climbing up to the top. Beautiful splash. 1, 2, he did it! Listen to that reaction. The crowd can't believe it, but man, are they happy for him, and I am proud of him. Super fan John Austin with a massive victory. A feather in the cap of his young upstart career. What a fantastic performance, and that's what happens when you take the super fan lightly. You get caught in the crosshairs. John Austin has done it! Well-deserved victory. Ricky Smokes has got a wake-up call to the level of competition here in the WFA. Do not take anyone lightly, because all of that roster in the locker room absolutely brings it each and every time. It's the super fan, ladies and gentlemen. And folks, if you want to catch us live on WFA here in Concord, catch this video. We're doing it big, ladies and gentlemen. An official WWE ID matchup. So much talent pouring out of WFA. This one just had to happen. Looking very forward to it. Two huge up-and-coming stars that have been blazing the trails here in the WFA recently go one-on-one. That's right, Bryce Donovan. The man has been picking up championships in every promotion he's stepping foot in and is looking to add the WFA championship to his bag. More championships means more work, means more eyeballs, means bigger value, means more money. And Bryce Donovan is money, ladies and gentlemen. The size of this man, the physique, and just getting started. The man's faced the likes of Chris Statlander, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, Timothy Thatcher. He's reached that upper echelon, and by getting in the ring with the very best, iron sharpens iron, and Donovan is becoming a very accomplished and a very dangerous man to step into the ring with. Of course, his opponent has an impressive resume as well. The dime piece Aaron Rourke, just a bursting rainbow of energy. Talking about the resume of Bryce Donovan, how's about Aaron Rourke facing the likes of Anthony Green, Blake Christian, Timothy Thatcher, Ali Catch, Max Caster, Masha Slamovich. In the same case of Donovan, iron sharpens iron, and Rourke is like a sword slashing through everyone here in the WFA. And as you can hear, quickly becoming one of the top superstars that the fans love and a top prospect for the WFA Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, this matchup is huge. and I cannot wait to see it get underway. What a main event this week we have for you. The crowd is just as fired up as I am. I hope you are watching at home. Bell has rung. Here we go. When the WWE ID system was announced, everyone was very excited to see who would get signed. These two men, very popular in their own respect. Starting things off, Bryce Donovan, I talked before about his deliberate pace. Everything is done with purpose, no wasted motion. He shoots off the ropes here. Aaron Rourke better have an answer, and instead gets caught by the big man. There we are. There's the answer. I was talking about Aaron Rourke looking for a sunset flip, but Bryce Donovan just too big, too powerful, and too focused. Now sending Aaron Rourke with authority to the ropes, but Aaron Rourke head scissors, but not taking the big man down, you noticed. Just falling into the corner. Rourke following it up with a back elbow, coming off the second side now, and a boot to the face, rocking Donovan. Rourke up to the middle rope, timepiece with a drop kick, and again, Bryce Donovan not reacting to Rourke's offense too much. But there he is. No, still on his feet, this big man, not giving Rourke anything to tip his hat to. Uh-oh, and he just caught Rourke, and we're in for a big choke slam on the side of the ring. A lot of steel to reinforce the ring on those edges. That's what makes it so much harder than the center. And Rourke now could be in trouble for that flurry of offense he saw early on as he tosses the dime piece like a dime bag. And Rourke to the floor in agony. My goodness, will he be able to answer the 10 count? I've talked about the pace. Now let's talk about Bryce Donovan's education, his mentors. Bryce Donovan is a student of the game well beyond his years in in-ring psychology. He is a master of this ring and a clubbing blow to the spine of Aaron Rourke. And the dime piece is in a whole lot of trouble now as he gets slammed with authority from Bryce Donovan. Look! One. Getting a quick 2 count there. It's going to take a lot more to take out Aaron Rourke, it seems. But Bryce Donovan, this offense, not letting Aaron Rourke catch his breath whatsoever, delivering these thundering blows. He now has Rourke exactly where he wants him, on the ropes in the corner as he drives a boot into his midsection. And the crowd getting behind Aaron Rourke, but Donovan having an answer for it at every chance he gets. And now looking for a classic abdominal stretch. That's just right. Bryce Donovan silenced these fans in a heartbeat. Trying to will on Aaron Rourke here, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. He suffered a lot of damage very quickly. He came in so hot and got cooled right off by the big man. But Donovan in the corner now. Can Aaron Rourke mount some offense? Up and over to the apron. That is not where you want to be. Donovan has him exactly where he wants him there. And now what's he got planned here? Sending him. No. Aaron Rourke thankfully catching himself there before he ate some steel. Rourke again looking for something, but Donovan has this man well scouted, and again using the rope. That is a patented maneuver by Bryce Donovan, ladies and gentlemen. Using the ropes to his advantage, those big long legs kicking that cable into the face of Rourke, but Rourke now looking. Caught him with a chop there, but no, sent to the corner, sent to the ropes. And eating that big slam. 2 and Rourke again kicking out. The punishment Rourke is sustaining in such quick fashion for Bryce Donovan. Bryce isn't even moving very much, ladies and gentlemen. That is the command and the presence this man has in the ring.
That's how you want to play.
I mentioned controlled, delivered. Oh my goodness, what a shot there from Donovan, and now looking to seal the deal. 2 and Rourke again, left shoulder up, struggling to get to his feet, struggling to create some distance to recompose himself. But Bryce Donovan,
Shut your mouth.
the pacing of this man. minute there. Aaron Rourke with a little bit of a shot to the kisser. Reeling Bryce Donovan. Caught him very off guard. The crowd loved it. Aaron loved it, but I don't think Bryce did. He come charging in, and Rourke, there we are. Moving out of the way. This is his shot now. Firing away, trying to chop down that big redwood. But instead, Bryce sending Rourke to the corner. No, Rourke again moving. And again to the leg. And that one seems to have affected Donovan a little bit here. Rourke having to shift his focus and his strategy in this matchup. And it seems to be paying off right now. Low drop kick. Does he have him? Oh, I know what he's going for here. Aaron Rourke, master of the figure four, adding it to his repertoire and paying off. Oh, and there we are with a knee DT, ladies and gentlemen. Driving and jacking that knee of Bryce Donovan multiple times now. And we're going to see it pay off here. Figure four time, locking him in. He's got it. He's got it in deep, and those big, long legs being the primary focus now of Aaron Rourke. And Bryce Donovan now is the one in trouble. Center of the ring. The man's got to try to use his power, use his size to get to those ropes to escape, and it looks like he's getting there. But the pain, perhaps too much. Rourke now trying to take shots at the legs of Donovan, forcing him into submission, but there it is, grabbing the bottom rope, forcing the break of the submission maneuver. And Aaron Rourke, in a hurry, has evened this thing out. Bryce Donovan looking to take a timeout on the outside of the ring, but Rourke not going to let him catch his breath, just like Bryce did to him. Coming off, there it is. Diving on the big man, and Aaron Rourke, man, he is on fire. Donovan there, we just saw him drop to a knee, really starting to bother him now. The pressure is on, but all it takes is a choke slam to regain control. That's got to be it. Cover and no. Rourke still kicking out. What a phenomenal contest here. Back and forth. Oh my goodness. Just beheading Rourke with that lariat. 1, 2, no. I don't know how he does it, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Rourke kicking out once again, but Donovan now looking to finish it off. We saw him get the win last time, but that leg bothering him. Maybe the second that Aaron Rourke needed cover. Count in, we got the victory! Aaron Rourke scoring a massive win in this official WWE ID contest. What a fantastic performance from both men. Aaron Rourke has done it. What a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining us this week. And let me tell you, man, next week it gets even bigger. 6-man tag team matchup. Brandon Law finally gets his hands on Scott Reed, but he has to pick some partners first, as it is a 6-man tag team match. Scott Reed will be teaming with Brick City. You don't want to miss it. Make sure you subscribe. And man, we just witnessed a fire burner of a main event here tonight. You can expect much of the same next week as the crowd shares their dismay with Bryce Donovan. A phenomenal performance, but Aaron Rourke shifted strategy and was able, with just 3 seconds, able to pick up the victory. We'll be seeing more of those two men as well here in the WFA. Things just keep picking up. You don't want to miss next week. We'll see you then.